Hello everyone, I am Kirti Dalvi, Assistant Professor at Sarat College, Pune. In second year BBA, you have the subject Fundamental of Rural Development. Today we will learn about the first lesson, Introduction to the Rural Development. In that, we see the rural area. So where the people are engaged in primary industry, means agriculture sector, in the sense of that they produce things directly first time in a cooperation with nature. So rural refers to countryside or village wherein people are primarily engaged in agriculture and allied occupation such as farming of crops, poultry, uh, dairy business. So rural area categorized by the non-urban style, um, social organization and settlement pattern. Rural area remain backward in terms of access of basic amenity. Okay, so in rural area, still some area, some villages are doing the agriculture by traditional method of agriculture. Rural areas are separately settled places away from the influence of large cities and towns and urban areas. Such areas are distinct from the more incentively settled urban area and suburban areas, means cities and towns. Okay, unsettled lands and wild nets, such as forest. So rural area can and agriculture character through many rural areas characterized by the economic based on cottage industry, mining, oil and gas exploration or tourism. So whereas we learn about the rural areas, so there is the first point is a rural community. Means what? A group of people with a common characteristics or interest living together in a village. So probably those are doing the agriculture. They have the farm. They are working in a farm. Take a production of crops. So that type of peoples are living together. So that is the village. A rural community can be classified as a ruler based on the criteria of lower population density, less, less solution differentiation, less social and separate mobility, slow rate of social changes, and etc. So agriculture is a main occupation of rural people. So here are some main features of rural community. So first one is a village is an institution. The village is a primary institution. The development of villages is influenced considered by lifestyle of human villages, satisfied almost all needs of a ruler community. They have the sense of unity, feeling the belongingness towards the each other. Okay, they are communicate each other, living together. Still nowadays, still also rural areas having the joint family. Then next is a religion. Faith in religion and universal power is found in the life of a villages. Next is agriculture. So main occupation is agriculture, which involve dependence on nature. Nature gives the livelihood to them. Farmer worship force of nature. If you are seeing the life of rural people, so they have the simple houses, no amenities, they have the zero amenities. Most of the time there is no electricity. Okay, people are satisfied in a less facility, still they bound to the nature. So lifestyle in rural areas are different than those in urban areas, mainly because limited service are available. Government service, if you are seeing the government service like a law enforcement, school, fire department and libraries may be distance limited in a scope are or unavailable. Okay, then utility like water, street lighting, garbage collection may not be present. So in village area there is the source of drinking water is a maybe well or river. Next point is a public transport is a sometimes absent or very limited. People use their own vehicle, walk or ride on an animal. So if you are seeing the some tribal areas, so there is the no facility of road, there is a no public transport to reach to a particular villages or wada. So there is no facility of road, so that's why public transport is not reach to particular area. Then if there is the road is available or public transport is giving the service, but they have the limited time. In morning section one public transport government transport is coming, and one is at the night. Okay, so there is the people having the own vehicle. So what is the rural development? So if you are seeing this picture, the one farmer is sitting with a gentleman and gentleman showing something on the laptop. So that type of rural development we want. Rural development is a strategy designed to improve the economic and social life of rural poor. Okay, so mostly there is the no lack of opportunity. There is a no job. Okay, no source of income. So there is a social life of rural people. So it is the process which aims to improving the well-being and self-realization of people living outside the urban areas through the collective process. So we want to the below of the average, still it comes the average line in a poverty line. I'm talking about the poverty line. So if we define the what we define the rural development, the United Nations defines the rural development as rural development is a process of changes by which the efforts of people themselves are united, those of governments authorities to improve their economic, social and cultural condition of communities in the to the life of nation and to enable them contribute fully to the national programs. We can define the rural development. It's a process of transmission. It's a process of transformation from traditionally oriented rural culture towards an acceptance and reliance on science and technology. This is the one more definition of rural development. So, which area we require for development? So, development in rural area can be infrastructure, technology, health, education, and economy. These five areas we have to work a lot of for development in rural areas. So, objectives of rural development: to develop farm, home, public service, and village community. So, in farm, we require modern technology of farming. In home, government have to give the home to the or some funding for the build the home houses. Then public service like road, communication, school. These are the basic public service. So in this area, the rural development is need to develop that area. Second is to bring improvement in producing of crops and animals, living condition, to improve health and education condition, etc. Improvement of a rural people. Next is to improve the villages with their own efforts. So villages also have take the own efforts to develop themselves, to improve their communication. So here is the one diagram of main objectives. So to build, what we want to build: infrastructure, public service, and communication. So these areas we have to build it. So in infrastructure we have to give the roof to the poor people, food to the poor people. Then public service, in the public service there is the road, drinking water, this facility. In communication requires the newspaper. Then telephone service. Nowadays the mobile is um, mobile. Everyone having the mobile. Even the poor, even the villagers also having the smartphone. Next, to improve. So which area we want to improve? First one, health. So because of the traditional farming, lack of communication, so they are not aware for the health. Okay. Then next one is the education. So there is the limited schools or limited classes. Only the primary section classes is available in rural area. So because of the limitation, they are not getting the high education or secondary minimum secondary education. So we have to improve that section. Then living condition. So standard of living, we require to improve the standard of living. We are not talking the about the modern conditions or modernization, but average of standard living condition. Then next one is to generate. What we want to generate? Employment. So if you are seeing the unemployment in a rural areas, Next one is a farm and storage. uh, they are getting the more production. So if there is no demand of such a crops, then that crop is going to waste. So cold storage or storage department is maybe if there is the available, so they can store their crops or whatever production they want to store, they can store it. And whenever supply is demanding, that times that will be distributed. Then economical activities also. Okay, so these are the main objectives of a rural development. Okay? So in this lesson we learn, in this topic we learn about the definition of rural development, objectives of rural development. Okay? So thank you for this session. Have a nice day.